Win like a monster with the new sweat-proof Monster Ice Sport headphones. On-ear, in-ear, wired, Bluetooth. Find your style. Just go to PLUGHITZlive.com/monster.
Hey guys, Scott here with PLUGHITZ Live, part of the Tech Podcast Network. We are here at CES 2017 at the In&motion booth. I am here with Pierre, and we've got some interesting vests behind us, and on you, what have we got going on here?
Well, that's a wearable airbag systems, smart, able to detect falls and inflate to protect the body.
Wearable airbag system. So my guess is that these are for like high impact, high injury, sports type scenarios.
I would even say any situation where a falls or an accident leads to severe injuries, we can do something. That's how we start the company as a platform developing this smart airbag, wearable airbag systems. Our first application was for skiers, then we go to motorcycle riders, and then we go to horse riders, and the potentiality is huge.
Okay, so we have a lot of possibilities on where we can use them. There's a couple different models, probably for different types of scenarios?
Exactly. We always start on an application by learning from the type of injuries and how the injuries occur. So because you don't really get injured exactly the same way when you are racing in ski versus you are just riding a horse or even driving a motorcycle at the center of Las Vegas, for example. And the other side is how to detect those falls. That's the key stuff. Because our system is smart, with a fully integrated sensors able to detect those falls. And an opposite to a car, we can't wait the first impact to deploy because we don't have bumper around our body. So our key things is try to find what is the loss of balance, which going to lead to a falls on the ground, like in the 0.5 second later, to deploy the airbag just before. So the kind of predictive loss of balance or predictive fall.
And I would imagine each scenario is probably significantly different. Like with horseback riding, there's a lot of motion that doesn't exist in skiing.
You're definitely right. We have put sensors on all those type of peoples, and from top skiers in World Cup and to beginners, to see the difference. And you're right, of course, the type of crash when motorcycles hit a car is fairly different from I'm just skiing and losing the edge of the ski and sliding. So we have a smartphone application that you can select your sports, and more than this, you select your level. Because we have World Cup Olympic skiers which want to deploy at a very extreme situation versus like my sister, she just wants to have ski laser and not more. So, and even a smooth crash, she will be happy to have an airbag deployment.
Fair enough. If you're a professional skier, there are some weird motions that you're going to make on purpose, or at least some motions that you can recover from that you or I may not be able to.
Definitely, you're right. And the most impressive is we work with ski crossers. Those guys start by 4x4 on a track with jumps and curves. They touch each other during the jumps. So they can recover in position which are quite impressive, which is, as you say, not the case of everyone. That's why we, the more data, the more users we have, the more data we are collecting, the better we can improve the algorithm. And that's how we push now updates to predict more and more situations, and also to trigger the airbag as soon as we can.
So for that continuous learning, are you guys using like an AI on the back end, some sort of a neural network to watch the data?
Yeah, what we call the In&box, which is this system, which is in my back protector, which is literally the brain of the systems, is able to take around like 15,000 values per second. Yeah, a lot of stuff. That's help us to trigger at the right moment. And to give you an idea, the inflation is like 30 milliseconds, which is more or less 1/3 of a blink of an eye. And what we use is we use the smartphone to download all the data back to our servers. And that's how we have a huge quantity of data, and we have different ways to work on them to improve the algorithm. There is a pure mathematic way, which is like statistic and so on, and there's a physical way, because we have so many data, and on some race and top riders, we have the videos. So which is perfect. We have, and let's say, I used to say we have the sound and we have the movie. So we know, okay, he was losing the balance at this very moment, and talking with the guys which have the crash, we can optimize the situation. Right now, the algorithm is the same for top skiers. Then there is a average skier level. But what we want to push in the future is why not having an algorithm for each of us? It's like learning on the 10% of the triggering values, learning for you. If you do backflip every day, okay, you will have this type of algorithm. If you just do a cool ski, it will just reduce a bit the triggering strategy.
Very cool. So if people wanted to get a hold of these, when are they available? Are they in the wild now? Can somebody get a hold of one of these right now?
So the ski product, the ski version is already on shops. Our positioning is kind of Intel or Gore-Tex. We, In&motion, supply brands like our first partner in ski is POC, the Swedish company. So through POC, the product is sold in 10 countries. I think right now it's not still available in the US, except for professional, because we have Steven Nyman, which is in the US ski team in downhill races, using the product. And the horse riding product will be on sale in June. But what we launched right now in the CES is the motorcycle versions for every type of powered two-wheelers users, even e-bikes. And what we want to do is always put the potential users at the center of the developments. That's what we use. We launched the Airbag Revolution. Revolution for French, like I am, is you give the power to the people, meaning that, okay, guys, you're going to wear it every day. I wish you will never have to inflate it, but if you wear it, we really want you to get something comfortable and easy to use. And as we are all different, and we are all different habits, age, and whatever, the way to have the implication of potential users at the end of the fine-tuning of the product, that's great. We launched the concept in Europe. We have thousands of people which are just registering on our websites. And now in CES, we launched the US Airbag Revolution concept. So I invite any North American people just interested by the concept, or skier, horse riders, motorcyclists, whatever, just to register on the website, say, hey, I'm interested just to learn about this and to give you some advice. Why not testing for free?
Gotcha. Obviously it's a great idea. It's similar to crowdfunding, but without the funding aspect, it's crowd interest.
I would say it's crowd R&D.
There you go.
Yeah, you're right. We thought at the end, but they were starting like we did it naturally. We already start to work on an application by top level guys, top level MotoGP riders, then World Cup skiers, Olympic medalists, and going with those guys instead of working like 6 months in our labs and going with, okay, guys, we think we have the best product. I'm a good skier, but I will never race an Olympic race, so I can't know better than them. So we put them on the shoulders, say, I like this, I don't like this, and it's really speed up. And when we turn to motorcycle, I'm driving my bike with my friend. We are all different bikes. We say we can't figure it out by ourselves with our small brain and small eyes what everybody needs. So now in Europe, we are about to supply 500 free airbag vests for this. We managed to finance this through a European funding, which is helping us to promote the concept. And it's also a way that such a product with an electronic algorithm can be a bit difficult to understand for everyday users. So in this case, I say, okay, guys, wear it, use it, and then we talk. That's the best way to say. At the end, it's just a back protector vest. I just forgot it, and then I keep enjoying my sports. That's the feedback we got, and that's what we hope for the US market.
So if people want to find out more about the product or to join the US or European version of the Airbag Revolution, where can they go to get more info?
So there's a website, airbagrevolution.com or in&motion.com, and you have the US member page on the website dedicated to this. It's very simple, just family name, last name, email, and application, submit. And we will come later with a survey to learn more about are you horse rider, are you motorcycle riders, and what are the type of ride do you do, what are your habits, to have diversity in the group of people who are going to select. We want to have like a broad spectrum of what humanity is able to do, because we are all different, we are all creative, and that's very interesting. I mean, we are in the US, people are taller than in Europe, so we have to adapt. We have girls, we have boys, there is children, there is all those stuff. Not the stuff, I mean, you are developing a smartphone, there is one smartphone. But as soon as you speak about the wearables, you wear on the body, and we are not all the same, hopefully.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today, and congratulations on the Innovation Award.
Thank you, Scott. It was a pleasure.
For continuing CES 2017 coverage, stay tuned to PLUGHITZlive.com.